Alright, guys. You know what it is. The tentative season finale to Season of the Witch. This is supposedly the end of the seasonal story. We shall find out how this either all horribly goes wrong, or she somehow outsmarts Xivu Arath. I'm waiting for this to all go horribly wrong, though. That is my overall pick for this scenario. This will somehow go horribly, horribly wrong. And I can't wait for someone to come up and say, I told you so.
Lies built on lies. The predictions of the dead witch that I would take her bargain, unseat her sister, serve her deceptions to survive the witness. That my fate is not my own. Did she learn nothing from the traveler? Any rule can be unseated by a choice. Xivu Arath, god of battlefield filth. Savathun, god of the false and polluted. You have forgotten you were born as prey. I will remind you. Now is the time, my acolyte, my guardian. The truth is in the cards. The blood whispers Asa's mewling suffer song. The venom surge behind my eyes. This will be our final tide. Let it be glorious.
So she's implying that while Savathun and Xivu Arath want us to fall into their trap, saying there's either A, we beat Xivu Arath in accordance with Savathun's plan, or B, we don't beat Xivu Arath and Savathun doesn't help us. But Eris is like, nope, there's a option C. Eris stands before you in her hive form, brimming with power. She dismisses Savathun's predictions as lies built on lies and tells you that any rule can be unseated by a simple choice. She raises her voice and challenges the hive gods themselves. She grins viciously. The air distorts around her form as the power of the ties of all the guardians pulses through her. So yeah, so she's letting them know that we have one choice or the other to fulfill here, but she is under the impression that we can just make a third choice. It all comes down to choice. I can either choose to go with Xivu Arath and fight her to the death, which fulfills Savathun's plan, or I can choose to not do that. Xivu Arath wins. The witness takes control of everything, and Savathun stays dead. But she's like, nope, there's a third option. And I'm like, really? There is a third option in this? I don't know what that third option is. I am actually very much interested on what that third option might be. It's an interesting option. I didn't realize we had a lot of options here. I always assumed that this was going to go one way or the other, and it was going to go horribly wrong, but I mean, it might go our way. Yeah. On the flip side, though, how about that Stasis Hunter armor? It's looking not too bad, if I do say so myself. Spent a good little bit of time updating my Stasis Hunter to make him look more like instead of like a Dark Knight, he looks more like a scarecrow, and I kind of like that look for him. But yeah.
Xivu Arath could squish us like bugs. What's her plan? Why is she hiding behind her troops?
I have considered this. In my transformation, I promised vengeance against the Hive. And we are her brother's killers.
You're suggesting that if Xivu Arath attacked directly, she would empower you?
The sword logic precludes revenge. Perhaps she is afraid she will take it.
Yes,
This
Ikora.
is it, Guardian. Eris consulted her cards one last time, and departed for the oubliette in Savathun's throne world. She awaits your final tithe. Before she left, she asked me to ready something for Transmat from the tower's security vault. And I agreed.
The crown?
Everything is on
Oh,
board.
no.
Asa, the Vanguard, the fate of the Soul System and beyond. Empower her, Guardian. Give Eris the strength she needs to reshape the entire Hive Pantheon.
Oh, no.
All we need to do is get out of her way.
I did not consider she would use the Crown of Sorrow. Oh, no. Okay, so she is very desperate to amp herself up with enough Hive power to do this. Oh, man, it never occurred to me that we would be using the Crown. The Crown of Sorrow, Eris? Really? Are we that desperate for power? She asked me to ready something from the Transmat from the tower's security vault. Oh, that is her plan? Your plan is to use the Crown of Sorrow to amp yourself? It depends on what the crown does. Is it multiplicative, or is it just an addition? Because if it multiplies your power like tenfold, then maybe you'll have enough power to stand up against Xivu Arath, but if it just adds to your power, I guess, question mark, is it going to be enough? I really couldn't say one way or the other. That is a very dangerous idea, that she thinks that she can put the crown on and not be instantly corrupted by it. Because the crown has gone through so many different phases and very different experiments with its power. Because it was originally designed to mind control the wearer.
This is it, Guardian. Eris is ready for the final tithing ritual. This is our last and best opportunity to deal a real blow to Xivu Arath. I know this may seem like a long shot, but we have to trust in Eris. She made herself for this moment. You both did.
Oh man, the Crown of Sorrow has gone through so many different iterations of its power.
It's been fun watching you play Hive, but this has gotten out of hand. You activate the oubliette again, and Xivu's goons are gonna go full Tora bottle on this place.
You lack imagination, underling. You shall soon witness the consequences of your master's apostasy.
Wait, so there's two things. Both are equally bad. She could have asked to be transported here. One is what I'm thinking is the Crown of Sorrow. And the crown, like I've been trying to say, the Crown of Sorrow has gone through so many different iterations of power that when it was originally created, Savathun meant for it to be a mind control link to put the wearer under her direct control. Callus's experiments had then changed the crown to be some sort of like a merger of minds. It no longer controls minds, it merges minds with the wearer. It allows the wearer to sort of subjugate individuals around them and have them fight all under one banner, have them all fight with one mind. But then we did something else with it during the Season of the Haunted, where we were using the crown to exercise hauntings from the moon and the Leviathan. It was used to exercise like ghosts, more or less. It does have a lot of power stored into it. The crown has a lot of power stored into it with those undead like nightmares, but that's idea one. Idea two is that they said they got something from the vaults and they brought it to Eris, while Ikora reluctantly agreed. The only other thing inside of the vaults that we currently possess that would be something that Eris would need for her tithing ritual, if it's not the Crown of Sorrow, it would be Savathun's body, her dead body. Right? Or, oh, wait, no, Oryx too. Oryx's dead body. Oh, we have Savathun and Oryx's dead bodies. Is she gonna, suck up all of their power from both of the dead bodies and then fight Xivu Arath? Because then at that point, it's like 3 Hive Gods versus 1. Oh, I don't know where this is going now.
Oh no. Xivu's calling up the Leviathan Eater. He's been around since Fundament. A real heavy hitter. I'm getting out of here, and you should too. Stick around and you'll end up a grease stain.
You will go nowhere. This is the culmination of the bargain you proposed. You will witness our triumph, or perish as one of us.
Okay, so we're going inside this big door now. Okay. Alright, I thought I knew where this was going, and now I'm not too sure. If it's the Crown of Sorrows, that would be really cool to see the crown again. If it's Savathun and Oryx's dead bodies, that would be epic. That she just sucks up all of the latent power both of those things have.
Worshipper! You have sounded the horn of battle, and war has arrived!
I wonder if we'll get to see Xivu Arath in person finally. Speak with Eris. Tell me you're not crazy to try to, like, suck up all that power.
Go forth, eater of Leviathans! Scourge of the sky! Raise my sister's court, and tithe the ashes to thy god!
It would be kind of cool if some of the Lucent Hive were here to help fight on Savathun's behalf. Maybe the Hive, they see us fighting the Leviathan Eater and Savathun's brood with the understanding that if we win, Savathun will return. They start helping us. Where am I taking this thing? Oh. I am really wondering now how this is going to play out. I originally thought that she would try to trick Xivu Arath into something, or she would like twist the tides and twist all this combat into her favor and make it so like, oh, this is not a war, this is not meant for war, this is meant for revenge. I thought it was going to be that, like a really boring thing to kind of twist the tides. But now when I thought like, oh, the Crown of Sorrow, okay, so there you go, there's your power amp. We can't match her power output like properly. We'll use the Crown of Sorrow. It is a power amp. But then I was thinking even deeper. I'm like, oh, Savathun's dead body is also in our vault. Yes, we're gonna use to resurrect her, but we don't need to resurrect her with her full power. We can resurrect her just for her to be alive again. Make her something like Eris, where she is a hive, yes, but she has no power, she has no light. And then I was thinking, like, what else is in the... What I was thinking, like, both of them, right? Both the Crown and Savathun's dead body. But then I remember, oh, in Ghosts of the Deep, we have Oryx's dead body. We also took that into the vaults. And I was like, oh, no, now I kind of see where this might go.
spellcraft shall be our salvation.
Come on. Leviathan Eater charges? Oh no.
Our foe is vulnerable. Impale them with your light and send them screaming into the deep.
There we go, Leviathan Eater. You were tough, buddy. And you may have been around for
In the name
eons.
of all the Hive have stolen, conspire with my vengeance. In the name of Crota's Bane, the Kingslayer, and the Light, in the name of Eris Morn, die unto me for the last time, Acolyte. I out.
Oh, the Leviathan Eater is a very powerful hive to have killed. He's like on par with maybe even Crota, but we'll see.
Eris, I've arranged the transmat, but once she's here, we'll lose containment. We can't go back on this one.
One last atrocity.
She has a sword in her hand. Yes, Savathun's dead
This
body.
wasn't the agreement. Xivu is still a threat.
Do it. You will not have another chance.
Resurrect her. It'll bring Xivu Arath here. She will come to fight her. Okay, this is going even more differently.
Eris Morn. Finally out of her shell. It looks good on you, honey.
I am your ruin.
Oh, she kills a hive god! And then gets the power from it. Oh.
Savathun has not been killed by a hive since she lost her worm. Stored eons of potent lies and deceit.
There we go.
All Savathun's power, plus the tithes of the Guardians.
Eris Morn is the strongest hive there has ever been.
Hear me, dead things. I let this moment pass unnamed, without song. This is the rejection of your sad legacy. Xivu Arath, agitator, fomenter, what a world cyst you have built from your conquests.
You're gonna summon her.
Now and forever, you are banished.
Wait. Oh, you use that overwhelming power to banish her as a hive. Oh, so she doesn't get the benefit of the tithes anymore. With her being the most powerful hive, basically on par with Oryx, you have the ability to banish someone from the hive, kind of like how he did with Crota. Okay, so you bring back Savathun. She hasn't been killed since she lost her worm. Up until we killed her, I guess. I guess we're glossing over that part. She kills Savathun, and she gets all that power from slaying a hive god. And with our tithes, on top of us killing the Leviathan Eater, makes her the most powerful hive, on par or slightly above Xivu Arath. And then with her power, she banishes Xivu Arath from the hive. She marks her as no longer being a hive. And with that, like, Xivu Arath loses her powers, because no one can tithe to her anymore. Eris Morn has effectively exiled her and stated that she is no longer hive. The tithing system does not work for her anymore, and she will slowly lose power. She technically has been dealt with. She is not dead, and I'm sure she is uberly pissed that we used a workaround to get her out of the way. I'm sure she would have preferred a flat-out brawl, but she's not going to get that. She's been not outmaneuvered, but she's been, like, Uno reversed out of the hive. We've made her basically what she was before the whole hive getting their worms. I wonder if Eris is going to explain it that way. So that went another way that I didn't expect. I thought the Crown of Sorrow would be there, or Oryx and Savathun's dead body would be used as fuel. But no, so we brought back Savathun, Eris kills Savathun, and then with that, we technically get all that power from her being killed again. Like, alright, sure, that works too.
Guardian, it is done. When I killed Savathun, I claimed her eons of stored power. For a moment, I surpassed even Xivu Arath herself. The macabre gifts of the Hive awaited, a pitted plain of open graves. It was magnificent. I rejected them all. Instead of challenging Xivu Arath, I severed her connection to her throne world. She is mortal now, wherever she may be. Mortal and furious.
Oh, okay.
Refusing conflict split my ritual's foul call. The tithes drained from me, and now here I stand. A woman who was briefly a god. Ikora tells me Amaru resurrected Savathun. She fled, but left Amaru here, as my ward.
Why?
An irksome peace offering, for me to destroy if Savathun moves against us. But I am weary of destruction. You may continue to explore Savathun's throne world, as the Queen of Lies is never to be fully trusted. But for now, I would like only tea. Tea and silence.
I mean, okay, Eris stands before you once more. She is fully human, triumphant, and exhausted. It is done. When I killed Savathun, I claimed her eons of power, so she split her from the throne world. So she can be killed once, and she is dead permanently. Amaru has resurrected Savathun, and the Hive God insisted she had already given us the secrets of the Witness. In exchange for her freedom, she left Amaru with the Vanguard. Eris is free to destroy him if she feels Savathun is conspiring against humanity. Wait, Amaru has resurrected Savathun, and the Hive God insisted she had already given us the secrets of the Witness. Wait, what the hell does that mean? You said you were going to help us. And you were like, oh, you guys already have... You guys had the power all along. What the hell are you talking about? We have no idea. The whole reason we were trying to resurrect Savathun was to try to open a portal or breach the portal in order to follow the Witness. And you're telling me that, oh no, you guys had the power the whole time. Really? Oh my god. Because, like, we're waiting to get through, to go through. We are still waiting on Savathun to give us what we need to follow the witness. And she's either being vague about it, saying that we supposedly already have what we need to follow, or she really didn't think we would get this far, and she's having to now come up with a plan to get it. What is this going to be about?
Mission report number 472.622.3. Regarding our ongoing attempts to breach the extra-spatial portal within the Traveler, I'm relieved to report that Eris's risky plan worked. Her final ritual banished Xivu Arath from her own throne world. The Hive God of War is vulnerable for the first time in millennia. When the time comes, we can finally force a decisive engagement against her. But first, we have to deal with the witness. To that end, it seems the Witch Queen held up her end of the bargain.
Okay.
I didn't want to let her go, but Savathun offered some enticing collateral. She left Amaru in Vanguard custody. He's an odious little wretch, but an important one. As long as we control the Witch Queen's connection to the light, she'll think twice before crossing us. It went against my every instinct to let Savathun squirm away again. But we need to keep our attention on that portal. She gave us the secret to breaching it. Now, we just need to discover what form it's taken. For now, Asa is back in hibernation, and Eris is recovering. More than that, she's thriving. I was worried that Eris's obsession with the Hive would overwhelm her, but she's carrying herself with an air of confidence I haven't seen in a century. And I'm just glad to see her happy.
I would have kind of liked to have seen her healed. To see her with her eyes again, and for her to actually just get rid of the Hive garments she's been wearing. Now that she's fully gone all the way through, become a Hive god, and come back, no problem. It would have been nice to see her, like, shed all that Hive armor, and to see herself be healed and have her eyes restored. But I guess it's not that right now. Opaque card. I was kind of hoping she would be healed. I'm really disappointed that was never a possibility for her. And I'm gonna just reload this area and see if we can come back and check out the opaque cards. I just want to see if we got a new one. That's it, right? Just she's been fully healed. So Savathun did give us a secret on how to follow and breach the Witness's portal, and Ikora is unraveling it, trying to kind of put it into a feasible action plan that we can move on. So for the time being, she's working on that. She'll give us an update when she has one. And for Asa didn't die. Eris is resting. And again, she seems happy that she was able to really screw over the Hive, no problem. I was kind of hoping we would see Xivu Arath show up. Her, like, emblem showed up as she, like, crushed her ability to access the throne world. And sure, and again, Savathun has fled, and she's off doing her own thing for right now. I'm sure she'll reappear when she's needed, and she's left us Amaru as collateral just in case we're worried about, you know, her double-crossing us again. Umaru didn't even know that was probably going to happen. They're like, wait, you're leaving me behind. And yeah. I mean, next season will probably be us being told what the plan is to follow the Witness through the Traveler's Portal, and we'll uncover it then. I was kind of hoping that Oryx and Savathun would be there, not just Savathun. It would have been really cool to see Oryx and Savathun show up, or to have both their dead bodies there. Umaru, you know, kills Savathun, or Umaru resurrects Savathun. Savathun stands up, they have their exchange. She kills Savathun, and then she takes the power from both of their dead bodies. And then Savathun flees again, but this time she takes the dead body of Oryx with her. and that would have been rad. But no, that didn't happen. There's no final message from Savathun either. I mean, that's just the season, right? Like, there's nothing here. A featured quest will show up if one does eventually show up. I don't know if there's going to be a final, you know, week whatever to the quests for this season. There might be, there might not be, but I was kind of hoping there would be something. Complete all major Arcana quests from the Lectern of Divination. I still need a bunch of those, apparently. I thought I was done with them, but I guess I'm not. Listen to all Season of the Witch messages in the Helm. Wait, what? There's 3 left. Powerful words. There's 3 more weeks worth of messages. From where? The main story is over, is it not? Huh. I wonder if that's gonna come from something else. But yeah, I mean, that's it. That's for the season. It didn't go exactly how I wanted to. I'm not super disappointed. I'm kind of whatever to it. It happened. It would have been way cooler if Oryx's dead body showed up, but it didn't. And it's not the end of the world. I just wish it would have been really epic to see, you know, Savathun take Oryx's dead body away and she flees and does something with it, something that we don't know about. And then we didn't hear a final word from Xivu Arath after that cutscene with Eris. And, I don't know. I just kind of feel like there could have been more. I hope there's more to the season. According to the Triumphs, there's 3 more terminal messages we're still waiting on. I don't know where those are going to come from. Maybe an extra seasonal mission will show up somewhere near the back half of the season. We'll wait and see. What does the Spire look like? Laminos. Oh, I kind of like how it's, like, light coming out from the back of it. But yeah, that's the season, guys. I don't have much more to say on it. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't okay. It's probably one of the best seasons we've had in a very long time. And overall, the story was good. It didn't have quite the twists and turns. I was kind of hoping there would be more back and forth between the characters saying that they didn't trust Eris, and how there was a little bit more doubt in there. Everyone is kind of under the impression that, you know, she was never going to turn on us. I kind of wish there was that ambiguity where she was kind of teetering back and forth, and kind of how even she didn't exactly know what her plan was going to be right up until the very end. I would have also liked that very much, but we didn't get a chance to really experience that. She just was certain the whole way through, and I'm like, oh, really? No doubt, no self-doubt anywhere in your plan? We didn't even know what the plan was right up until, like, the last 10 minutes. I mean, it's good. It's good so far. We still have Oryx's dead body in the vault, just hidden away somewhere. The Crown of Sorrow is also tucked away in there, too. I'm not too sure what I thought that was going to come into play, but it did not, so I don't know. Maybe that's still future plot lines for way down the road. Just kicking those cans down the road a little bit more. Anyways, guys, that is Season of the Witch. If anything else comes up as far as updates to the story, I'll be sure to cover it on the channel. If you guys have watched up until this point and you guys have liked what you've seen, be sure to leave a like. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. And be sure to subscribe so you guys can see more content when it comes out and when it's made available. Right now, when this goes up, Mortal Kombat 1 is probably wrapped up. I'm grinding off screen right now, trying to, you know, get comfortable with the characters I've chosen to play. I might be doing some more Call of Duty real soon, because their Halloween season has shown up for that. There's another game we're planning on recording for, and an older game that's kind of gotten a revamp lately that I might do a recording for. And there's another kind of rogue game that I've been kind of being like, should I record for this? Because I don't know, this is kind of definitely out there for games. But hey, if and when we cross those bridges for those games, I'll be sure to let you guys know, and be sure to subscribe again to keep in touch when that stuff actually drops. And until then, guys, I'll catch you guys all next time.